Hello. So today I'm going to finish what I tried to do yesterday and show you how I adjust my budget when I go out and spend a bunch of money that I wasn't planning on it. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, I was having some trouble recording. I'm not sure why. It's just one thing after another. I think someone's trying to tell me not to share my budget, but it's just money. It's just numbers. My numbers have nothing to do with you and your numbers have nothing to do with me. Like it doesn't matter. It's just numbers. It's not a big deal. And there's no comparison, right? There's no comparison my life versus your life versus the next man's life. There's no comparison. So it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Now, if you're all cut up that I spend $300 on groceries and you have to spend $900 because you got 3 kids and whatever, like I can't help that. I don't have kids. I don't have a family. It's just me. Me and my dog and my cat. I spend almost as much on my pets as I do myself. So, that's a choice I made. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. So I'm going to show you how I adjust my budget. I'm going to just do the screen share on that and walk you through how you should update your budget every time you go and you spend money. Now, normally, again, I'm going to do this on my phone. I'm not going to do it on the computer normally because it's faster and it's easier, in my opinion, to do it on your phone. It's just quick and easy. Even, if you're waiting, like, I don't know, what would you be waiting for? Like in the Starbucks line, for example, when I'm not supposed to be buying Starbucks. When I'm in Starbucks and the line, wraps around the building 6 times, I have lots to do while I'm sitting there in that line. I can update my budget while I'm sitting there in that line. So anyway, so this is how I do it. So go ahead and take a look. Give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. I thank you so much for stopping by. Let's go ahead and go take a look. Okay, so I've got everything loaded here, and this is my actual budget that I'm actually using, and this is what I actually update every 2 weeks when I'm paid, and then also as I'm spending money, I go in and I add it on here. So January 25, I still have $54 left to budget. I will leave that alone and just add it onto the cushion that I have in my actual bank account. So what we want to pay attention to is the remaining amount. So the planned amount is everything that you've allocated so far this month, which is good for tracking. Like if I spend $300 this month, I know next month I'll probably spend about the same. And so I know next month I probably want to allocate about $300 into my groceries. Now, if you're someone who spends 200 or if you're someone who spends 500, you got to adjust your numbers to match you and how you live. This is also where we get to adjust because if you're spending $600 a month on groceries and you're a single person, maybe we need to adjust. Maybe we need to spend a little less. But anyway, that's separate. That's separate subject. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay attention to the remaining amount. But what I have to do is go into my bank account and I'm going to take everything that has been spent in the last couple of days and I'm going to update the numbers here. So I've got my bank account open on my phone and that's what we're going to be updating. So we're going to start with groceries because I went to Brookshire's, which is a local grocery store here in the Dallas area. And I'm going to update this because I spent, what did I spend? $7.66. I needed some honey and some other things. I don't remember exactly, but I needed some other things. So I need to adjust the groceries line. Now, up at the top here, we do have to be under transactions so that we can add a new transaction. Okay, so we're going to hit the plus sign. And I spent $7.66, and this was at Brookshire. So there's my Brookshire's for $7.66. So we're good there. And then I went to Amazon. I didn't go to Amazon. I played around on Amazon on my phone. And I've got a bunch of expenses for Amazon. So let's go to the Amazon line. I actually have a line named Amazon because I know I'm going to spend a bunch of money. This is a number that I would like to get down. Like half of that is what I would like. And that's what I'm going to work toward slowly but surely. So I'm just going to add these expenses on here. So I'll do a plus sign. The first one was for $14.99. Oops. and it's for Amazon. Normally I write what it is. So I purchased a humidifier. So I think that's what this $14.99 was. I think I have to go into my Amazon account in order to look and check for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and just write humidifier there so that I know if that was the item that I purchased for $14.99. But then I'm going to go ahead and just track expense, and then it shows up there. And then I had a return. My recording keeps stopping, so I apologize, but I had a return that I put under Amazon because whenever I buy something from like TikTok or Temu or Wish or whatever, I always put that under Amazon. Amazon's like the catch-all for those online purchases. So I had a return. I purchased, gosh, I don't even remember what it was. Some kind of headache thing. I don't remember exactly, but it was bad. So I returned it, and I had that come back, or I was credited for it. So it was $31.97. And instead of it being an expense, it's going to be an income on the income side. So you can switch this from income to expense. Normally you're going to keep it as an expense because it's just regular purchases. But when you have a return, or if it's money that's coming in, you want to make sure to switch it to income. And then you just, name it what it is. I put it under the Amazon category, but then just name what it is. And it was a TikTok return. So that we can track that income. And then the biggest problem that happened yesterday, Saturday, were under my groceries line. Not a problem, but just a surprising thing that I should have been able to control and didn't. And that was I went to Aldi and I bought groceries, and they had all kinds of fun stuff. Aldi always has that fun aisle where it's all kind of random junk that you don't need to buy, but you do anyway. Well, I went down that aisle and I bought my dog this cute little fuzzy sweater. My dog is a boxer, and she's like mid-size. She's not big by any means, and she's not a small dog. So I'd call her medium size. And so she does have the short boxer coat though. So she does have a couple coats, and she does have multiple sweaters and all of that. So she didn't need another sweater. But it was just so cute. It's just this cream, and it's fuzzy looking, and it's soft, and I just felt I had to have it. So that's part of how I got up to $132. So I bought the sweater. I'm going to return the sweater. She does not need another sweater. She barely wears her sweaters. She likes her coats. She doesn't like her sweaters. So I'm going to return it. But I also purchased a reed diffuser. It was, I think, cucumber mint was the scent. And I right away came home and I set it up. It's sitting in my bathroom, and it's delightful. I love it. And again, this is how you get to $132. I was planning on spending about $60 to $80 at Aldi. I left there at $132. This is why budgeting is important, because once I put my little Aldi line in there, I'll know I have no money left. There are no more groceries. We're not buying any more groceries. I have enough food in this house to feed a family of 5. I am a family of 1, so I don't need any more groceries. And this budget tells me that. Now, if for some reason I have to go buy whatever it may be, bread, I don't need bread. If I had to buy apples, to go in my school, my work lunches, I would have to go to the grocery store and spend a couple bucks. I would move money from a different area. For example, restaurants. This is an area that I know I always budget too much for, but is an area that if I'm going to buy donuts or something for work, the work team, this is where I cost that out, is in my restaurant line. So I know that if I have to go buy apples, I would just move that money from my restaurant line into my groceries line. So when you are budgeting stuff out, you can move your money around. Not everything can be moved, of course. So like Pat's, this is for Lily's food, my dog's food. And it's an automatic payment, and it's an automatic delivery. So that I can't change. I could stop the delivery, but then she wouldn't have anything to eat. So, stuff like that you can't change. But stuff like Amazon, you absolutely can change. HotWorks is not going to change. That's going to automatically come out on the 30th of the month. I know that, so it's already there. Once it's taken out, I'm going to adjust this. It'll show that it's been paid, and this will be 0. And then Amazon, again, that's one that's pretty easy to change, and I can change that whenever I need to. in order to make my numbers even out so that it's a zero-based budget. Now, right now I have $54 left to budget. I'm going to leave that because that adds to the cushion that's on my bank account. So I'm fine with having money left over to budget. Now, this is also where if you had every dollar stretched in every way you possibly could, make sure that this number is as low as you're comfortable with. So if I needed to go buy whatever, I don't know, $50 worth of stuff, whatever that stuff may be, I could just go ahead and add it into one of the line items on the budget because I still have $54 left to budget on the money that I received into my account. So keep that in mind. If you leave a little bit here, it's a little bit of a cushion where you can kind of move money around where you need it to go. So that's how I budget. This is my actual budget. It's maybe I shouldn't be showing this to you. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's just money. It doesn't matter. Everyone has money, right? Everyone makes money. That's why we go to work, right? Is to make money. And so, maybe my expenses are different than yours. Maybe yours are higher than mine. Maybe yours are less than mine. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's not what matters. The actual number doesn't matter. The actual number only matters to you because you are the one that's budgeting those lines. Nobody cares that I spend $300 in my health account. Nobody cares that. The only person that cares is me and me being healthy. So, all these numbers over here don't matter. What matters is that you budget for your income and your lifestyle and make sure that you have enough to cover both your income and your lifestyle. That's it for today, guys. Y'all have a great one.